Hi, my name is Dina. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about Arlington and the Tomb of the Unknowns. My specific purpose is to inform you about the tombs and the guards that watch over them. In my main points, I would like to explain a little further and describe the Tomb of the Unknowns, what they are, and the guards that watch them. First, I'd like to talk about the tombs. Here rests in honored glory an American soldier known but to God. This is the inscription on the tomb at the Arlington National Cemetery in Arlington, Virginia. I was able to firsthand read this inscription as well as see all the rows of the tombstones that represent these people from all the wars, and it is truly an amazing sight to behold. How did they come to be? There are 4 tombs, and it is also called the Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers. The memorial was first meant to honor an unknown U.S. warrior from World War I. President Harding at the time attended the ceremonial interring of this late soldier in 1921. After the Korean War and World War II, it was then later decided to acknowledge the casualties from all wars. This information I received from an article or an ebook named Tomb of the Unknown by Jane Hargrove in a Google search of an ebook from 2003. How did these tombs come to rest there, or the soldiers come to rest there? Like I said, the first one was from World War I and was in 1921. World War II and the Korean War representatives were randomly chosen soldiers, and they were laid to rest in 1958. The last of the major wars was the Vietnam War, and that soldier was chosen randomly as well and laid to rest in 1984. From 1984 until 1998, all of these soldiers remained to be unknown. However, through DNA testing and technologies, the remains from the Vietnam crypt, or the representative, were tested, and those went from an unknown to a known to be Lieutenant Michael Blassie. His remains were sent home to him, and the crypt remains empty today. However, the other 3 from World War I, World War II, and the Korean War still remain unidentified. Now I'd like to tell you a little bit about the changing of the guards and the guards that watch over the tombs. The guards themselves are made up from the U.S. Army's 3rd Infantry Regiment, are also known as the Old Guard. They began guarding the tomb in April of 1948. They watch the tombs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Just like the mailman, rain, snow, sleet, or hail, sometimes even the occasional hurricane, do not stop these from guarding the Tomb of the Unknowns. If you are able to visit this cemetery and watch the ceremony, which is the changing of the guards, it is truly a moving and monumental event. The commanding officer will come out and address the crowd and will tell them that the changing of the guards is going to happen, and for everyone to please stand and be respectful and remain silent throughout the changing of the guards. The changing of the guards happens every hour on the hour during the winter months and every half hour during the summer months. The summer months increase due to the increased visitors and giving more people an opportunity to witness this and to see the changing of the guards. Details of the changing of the guards I found in a book called Where the Valor Rests, Arlington National Cemetery, a 2009 print copy by Rick Atkinson. The changing of the guard ceremony specifically is the commanding officer coming out and meeting the current sentinel who has been standing guard along with the relief sentinel. The current sentinel will leave the 2 there, will walk 21 steps down the mat behind the Tomb of the Unknowns. He will stop and face north for 21 seconds. He will face east for 21 seconds. Then he will turn around and make his way back down the 21 steps to meet back with the commanding officer and the relief sentinel. They will then all 3 salute the Tomb of the Unknowns, and then the relief sentinel will take his post. This is significant to me in that the tomb represents all wars and all casualties and those that fought for our freedom, and that we have the right to be able to go about America. And the guarding of the tombs to me is important and significant because these soldiers have the highest honor bestowed upon them to be chosen for this guard. They have a singletary post alone and stand guard by themselves in silence and being respectful and honoring those that fought for those freedoms and that are there in the cemetery. If you get a chance to visit the cemetery, I recommend it highly, and it is truly an emotional event and will evoke pride in being an American and truly respecting those that have fallen for us. I believe an excerpt from Trace Adkins' song, Arlington, sums it up all, and that's what I would like to close with.
Chosen ones, we made it to Arlington.
Thank you.